Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of That Went Well. Thank you so much for joining me. I am always excited to know that you're out there watching as I continue my food tasting journey here on the show for you. And today we have a unique experience, one that for me is going to be a revisit of sorts to something that I've only tried once in my life. And you're going to find that this is a pretty familiar item. Of course, if you're watching, you already know because the video has a title. And that is that I'm going to try for the first time in probably about 15 years or so, the McRib. McDonald's has brought back the McRib this year, and I can tell you that from my own personal experience, I have tried it one other time in my life. And I thought, my palate changes. It's more sophisticated, and I have acquired a taste for things that in my past, perhaps, I did not enjoy. So perhaps there's an opportunity for me to, this time around, enjoy the McRib. We'll see. So before I get to the McRib though, I thought, you know what? I don't often get McDonald's as a, meal or anything of the sort. I mean, here and there I do. I love their fries. Their fries are fantastic. And as you can see, I have a small order of their fries here with me. But one of the other things that I thought, well, before I get to the McRib, I thought, let me try some other things that I haven't in a bit, particularly the following item. And that is their Chicken McNuggets. Chicken McNuggets, I can tell you honestly, I can't recall the time when I've had McNuggets on any sort of regular basis. When I do go to McDonald's, I tend to get a Big Mac. It just happens to be my favorite sandwich. Or at McDonald's. Or a quarter pounder perhaps. But, I don't ever get the Chicken McNuggets. Now, I can't say I've never had them in my life, but I thought, before we get to the main event of the McRib, I'm going to go ahead and let's see about doing a couple of McNuggets. So, I got the tangy barbecue sauce, which is, I guess, typical because I don't know what other sauces they have. And so we're going to go ahead and pop this open and give this a go before we get to the main event. And here's the, McNugget, Chicken McNugget. I understand from having done some reading that there are specific shapes of these. I don't know, they just look like, lumps of chicken type stuff. And I don't care enough to know the details, but I'm looking at, two very distinct shapes here as I give this a go. So we'll see what it tastes like. Here we go. Straight into the barbecue sauce. I mean, not bad. As far as fast food nuggets go, it's okay. It's not anything that I'm going to say is horrible, but okay, not a bad experience. Of course, since I have the fries, I'm going to go ahead and partake. Now, I can never just have one fry at a time. I always have to grab a small handful. If you don't like that, it's my show. My favorite part of the McDonald's fry is the salt. When salted well, they're fantastic. When they're not salted well, no, not a good thing. These, they did a good job. So, all right. Well, I guess it's time. We're going to go ahead and bring up the main event, the McRib. And there it is in all its glory. Again, remember, I've never had more than one bite of a McRib sandwich. And I have no illusions about what this experience may end up being, other than I know I'm taking a big chance here. So there it is. Onions, pickles, on this artisan bread. And I guess all that's left to do is just dive in, right? So here we go. Here we go. It's not bad. It's certainly not the revolting experience I had the first time. I mean, it's okay. I've now had double the amount of McRib that I did last time, which is more than 15 years ago. I mean, it's okay. I've heard people pan the the experience and just really not, talk about how horrible they are. And I wouldn't say it's horrible, but I mean, it's fast food. It's McDonald's, so okay. I would say that went well. I mean, it's okay. It didn't have the same horrible experience as last time. I'm gonna chase it with a couple of McDonald's fries, and yeah, I did it. I had the McRib. Now I want to end on a high note. I mean, as much as possible. So I also got off the dollar menu a hamburger, and of course there's not much to it because it's off the dollar menu, but it's a familiar non-meat flavor. Nah, I shouldn't say that because I don't know what goes into that's actually not bad. Again, my food tastes go a wide spectrum. I can sit and enjoy something like this, because I'm a simple man. But then I love sushi and all kinds of other elevated cuisine that maybe I'll someday share with you on the show. So, all right. So the McRib, it went well. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to say it was bad. It's not going to be something I'll go back for often. But McDonald's brought it back. I thought, why not have an episode on the show? And I've now had 2 more bites than I did last time. So, with that, thank you very much for joining me here. And if this has grossed you out, I hope you'll come back for the next one, because there's quite a few episodes coming up that are going to be a lot of fun. So, thank you for joining me here. Make sure you click subscribe. Click on that notification bell so you can see when episodes land. And give this episode a like if you enjoyed it, or even if you didn't. Thank you so much for joining me here on That Went Well. Remember, you're awesome, you're amazing, and the world's a better place because you are in it. We'll see you next time on That Went Well.